Yeah. Hold on. Let me just make it a little bit higher. There we go. Almost. There you go. Okay. Hi. You're still not straight. Hi. Welcome to episode 4 of Frieren season 2. Right? Yeah, right. Episode 4. I have not prepared for this video as I promised to myself to kinda get used to the jumping right into discussions, and I'm really bad. I have this bad habit of writing notes in advance so I know what I'll be talking about. But I want to try to just be on the nose. Is that how they say, or just in jump into the sauce? I don't even know what the word is for that. But anyways, forget I just said anything. The last episode, um, nothing much happened. We said, well, some things happened, of course. We had the onsen scene. We had the scene of Frieren crying, which we don't know why. Apparently, she got called something, or Himmel did something that made her cry. We don't even know if she cried on purpose, because she threatened Stark with crying. So who knows? We had a little glimpse of a date of Stark and Fern. You know how I feel about it. I am 90% sure this episode is gonna be about a date between both. If not, then I'll be surprised if they even skip something like that, because a big chunk of the fan base really wants them to get closer. I don't really care about that, but yeah, no, I mean, that was basically it for the last episode. We also saw a lizard, a three-headed lizard, which looked like a dragon, but wasn't a dragon, was a lizard, die off-screen, which was a shame. I kind of wish we saw some stuff, but that doesn't matter anymore. We're gonna watch episode 4 this time, which I have loaded here. And I also noticed that my microphone is further away again. So, as you can see, my voice changes as soon as I put it closer. So I should finally remember putting the mic closer to myself. All right. You can see the monitor here if you want to sync up, or I'll just put stuff on the floor. Let me also change scenes. There we go. Oh my god, not again. A little bit higher. There we go. I'll like to fix that next time. Anyways, episode 4. I'm ready. If you're ready, let's go in 3, 2, 1, now. Oh, a pencil. That'll work. Let me just put it a little bit louder for me. There you go. Starting with the opening again. Oh yeah, I did wish for subtitles last time. Couldn't find any yet. I'm sure there is, but I'm also kind of scared to see spoilers as I'm looking up anything related to Frieren, so I'm gonna try to avoid that for now. All right. Still as beautiful as ever. Let me just write here, Frieren episode 4, season 2, so I can keep track every week. This guy, the one we just saw, that was the one I was talking about last week. We haven't seen that guy yet. Nice. Other people's homes. So maybe not the date. Ah, yes, date. Okay. I was right. I wouldn't pick either. I'm a very honest person. Cute. Anger braiding. Doesn't look as bad as I thought. Kind of modern shoes. Not modern, but like a modern vibe to the style. Alright. Let's do this date then. Speak. Has he ever worn anything else? He's always with the same jacket. Oh boy. Here we go. The lower frame rate. I wonder why. Of course. Really? Yeah, I was about to say, surely not the footbath onsen. Oh, I kinda am hungry. I haven't eaten anything yet. Hmm. I mean, he's not wrong. Oh, please don't tell me she's gonna obsess over that one jewelry piece. Holy. Hold. Nice catch. The leather. Don't ruin it. Man, that would fill me 3 times. I have such a small stomach, man. Looks yummy though. I would have said even more. Why not? I mean, she's like a mom. Does she ever smile? Hmm. Another date. Is he? Surely he's not gonna make another poop cloud joke. Hmm. Hmm. Surely it's not that bad, man. Looks good. Looks like curry. He really never takes his helmet off, does he? I don't think there's ever a picture of him helmetless. It's like we've been on a date. Hmm. What, does she have a catch the cat spell or something? Yeah, were they not the same? The angry braids and the happy braids look kind of similar, but I'll have to rewatch it. Oh, she's back to normal. New city, new characters. Big door. So the whole journey up until now, did they not need that yet? Is it only from here on out? Or is it just another checkpoint? Okay, so it is starting here. She can feel it already. Yeah. It does look pretty. I was about to say pretty small. Hmm. Worm Frieren. Really? A looming cabin. How are you living here then? They make it sound so easy. Is it worth dying for it though? Mm, I understand why, but I'd rather be alive. Doesn't seem too bad though if they can live like this. See? Hmm. Alright, how quick is gonna be this fight? Looks like just a regular demon. Sentient? Can he talk? Just another grunt? Hmm. That was so quick. Oh, we're gonna fight the monster. Oh, we found the monster. Hmm. You're three people. Thank you. Why are they constantly 1v1ing? Just team up. Exactly. There we go. Easy. Wasn't so hard, was it? Okay, I'll have something to say about that. uh, hmm. You have the money. You got no choice. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It was 1v1, 1v1, 1v1. Just gang up on him. He can't walk. Right. Right. And of course the episode is over. Oh my god. All right. Just writing some things to talk about. Hmm. I don't think there's as many things as last week. Maybe just the same amount of things that I've noted down. But we'll get there. I gotta look up who made the ED. All right, logistics in the Northern Plateau. I guess this is the probably like a mini arc of what is going on between where they are now to their next destination, the Northern Plateau. We've heard a lot of it in season one, how it's gonna be dangerous, how it's gonna be full of enemies, and you'll have to be like a class one mage to get through it. Um, does this mean we're gonna meet some of the others that also passed the test? Denken, Übel, Glasses Guy, and some others. Uh, well, let's see. I guess I'll let myself be surprised for next week. Now, this episode, it was okay-ish. Kind of felt a little bit weak to me. I'll be honest. That's my overall opinion to it. It's not a bad episode. Keep calm. I'm not saying it's bad. It felt a little bit rushed compared to, well, this is one thing I've had with this season. There's not that many episodes. We have 6 episodes left. 6. So almost half of it gone. So obviously they're gonna have to speed through some of the story. I'm gonna assume that the big arcs are gonna happen in whatever comes next, in future seasons or movies. The current season is like to fill the gap between what happened in season one and the next big arc. I doubt we'll get a big arc in this season, seeing how it's been so far. But I mean, I literally don't know anything about what's going to happen. So maybe next episode could be, oh, this is the beginning of a new big thing. But so far it's been very slow, as it should be with Frieren. But when it's slow, then I like that it is actually slow. This episode and some previous ones kind of felt too much cut off from the actual meat. As I've said last week, we always have like 2 or 3 big things happening every episode. Last week and the week after, before that. This week we had, I'd say, one of the major things was the date. And the other one was the what happens in the plateau. So, and even that kind of felt like a minor thing in this episode. If we say that the date itself was the big thing in this episode, it didn't show that much. This is one thing that I loved about Frieren in season 1, that every single episode felt like its own big thing. Well, not always big, but it felt like its own plot. Like, oh, we're finally encountering this new character in this hut. Let's spend the entire episode with him. This season has a lot of rapid fire moments. For example, the date. It was over in an instant. Like, yeah, we knew what was going to happen last episode. We saw that Stark asked Frieren for some advice, some places, and all that, so we knew it was going to happen in this episode. I was expecting it to be fast for this part, and then we'd get the actual real date, like an actual next day date or something like that, where we see Stark himself coming up with ideas, being the actual moment of himself, being himself with Fern. But no, it was just oh sorry, Frieren told me where to go, and she said, oh, I'm still happy because I spent time with you. Okay, we're done here. Next plot. That's how it felt. It's very rushy with the slowness. I'm not criticizing its slow advancements of the plot, because if they do it right, it's absolutely amazing. But this is rushing the slowness to me, if that makes sense. So I kind of wish they would double up in episodes, just so we can have at least one thing per episode. Make an entire episode about the date, even though I wouldn't care about a date of these two. A full episode for a date, going into detail, seeing more about the characters, make them grow, write more about them. That would have been great. That would have been actually amazing. But this feels very cutting corners so that you can fit more into an episode, even though the extra stuff that you add into the episode doesn't add much to the story. Like, sure, we get an image of what the plateau is, but so far, what have we seen? They went through a gate. The first thing they did was fight a few dinosaur-looking monsters, demons, and then like a big one. So we saw like a short glimpse of what awaits them there. But once they got to that actual monster, not only am I going to talk about the fight itself, which was really kind of weird, but the monster itself died really quick. Oh, it's supposedly they made like they spent like 10 minutes going about how there's a monster killing people. Oh, the poor human soldiers don't stand a chance against it. And then you have the encounter until it's dead, not even 2 minutes. It felt really fast. And what about the fight, though? I mean, we saw Fan and Frieren work so well together in season 1. During the whole tournament arc, for example, or even shortly before that, when Frieren was teaching Fan some spells or the way to fight monsters, we saw them actually fight together as a team. This here kind of felt like they threw it out of the window, and Frieren got into trouble for a second there, while the others two were watching, I guess. Like, what was that? The guy jumped up, Frieren was in the sky, he broke the shield, they reset the fight. And then Stark goes on top of him. I get it. Fan and Frieren don't want to shoot their laser beam of fucking death towards the monster and accidentally killing Stark, but that's not the only thing you can do as a mage, can you? I mean, we saw how advanced Frieren's arsenal is of spells, of you'd expect as someone who collects so many spells. Side point, yes, Frieren spells collects really weird and useless spells, but we know that she's strong. She's not just spamming the A button in a fight. She knows other tricks. We saw that when she fought that one I forgot his name, the one demon which had her hanging on a string, or when she fought Aura, the her army, when she fought the I already forgot his name. The guy, the one of the big guys, Mage of Destruction or whatever. What happened here? This felt like an A B Z fight. We Frieren starts, she resets, then Stark goes on top of the guy, and then he gets kind of beaten. Then Fern tries her turn to attack him with a ton of beams, and then a ton of Zoltrak beams, and then she gets attacked. She barely blocks it. Stark saves her. Not a lot of team fight there. Not a lot of communication, and I thought that was kind of odd because they've been together how long so far? They've been surely years. I mean, Fan definitely years, probably like 10 years or more, because she was a little kid when they first met with Frieren. But Stark, what happened in season 1? I mean, probably, yeah, a year or two, I'd say at most. Maybe not two, but like a year at least. You'd think that they would be at least a better team than that. I mean, it could be just have been a fluke, of course. And Frieren even said herself that we were gonna have to learn to work together as a team. And I fully agree that they should do that because that's what the team of heroes or whatever they were called, the her, Himmel, Eisen, and Heita were really working together. So I really hope that's going to be something that we'll see getting better in the future, because I'm not gonna lie, that was kind of embarrassing for them. But yeah, no, it also kind of shows their weakness and their, I don't know if it has anything to do with age, if they're both much younger than Himmel and the team was. If that's something you learn as life goes on. But Fan being one of the strongest mages out there, literally, it was kind of disappointing. I just say that. I mean, we had the tournament arc, which showed how well she can defend herself against actual good mages, and this one monster almost killed her. Oh well. What else did we see? We saw. That's it. That's literally it. I mean, there's a few other things that I noted down because I was wondering myself. But just complete side question, unrelated to the entire anime. Where do they stack their own clothes? Like Frieren comes up with a new coat uh every single season or literal season, not anime season. Uh Surely, yeah, she has a suitcase. What about Fan and Stark? Even though Stark doesn't look like he has changed clothes since season 1, he must be absolutely reeking and stanky. Uh, I don't know. Um, Something I'll think about it forever. But yeah, no, this episode, as the other ones, it felt really short. I am looking forward to where this is going. I'm not making any opinions until the very last episode, as I do with anime. I never judge a book by its cover, uh, except sometimes, depending on the anime. But yeah, no, I mean, my current opinion of it is that it's slow, but the wrong kind of slow. It's a rushed slow. And I hope this is just because it's the season, because it's 10 episodes. Was there ever any news or any reason for it to be 10 episodes? Did I ever say that? Is it really just to fill in those story gaps between the previous big thing and the next big thing? Is that a thing? I mean, if it is, then I guess. I guess. I mean, there's nothing to say about that, but uh yeah, I was kind of hyped to see more of the soothing, chilling, wholesome, not always wholesome, but you know, the relaxing vibes of season 1. And so far, if I look at all the notes since episode 1, hmm, We didn't really see that so far. I mean, episode 1 was. I didn't write much. I wrote that was when we met Wirbel and the team. Again, I kind of want to see previous characters again or new characters and then deep dive into make an entire episode or two, make a 2 episode arc about them. Let us know more about them. We basically know most of the things that there is to know about Fan, Stark, and Frieren. Yes, Frieren lived for 1,000 years. There's so much more to tell about her. And I don't doubt that. I'm sure we'll see more. But Stark and Fan, we basically know a lot of it. The only thing about Fan that we maybe don't know much is her past before she met Heiter. And Stark, I mean, we've seen, I have it here, right here on my screen, the one scene where his big brother was teaching him to fight. We know his past, we know his current life before he met Frieren, and we know his current life with Frieren. So I don't think there's much more to tell about that, except for telling us a tale that happened between those time skips since he joined the team. So who knows? I'm looking forward to it. I'm gonna write here season 5 for next week, or for soon actually, just in a few days. And yeah, that's that's basically it. As I said, I'm not disappointed. I'm just hoping to see more before I actually get disappointed. And I'm sure it's not gonna go that far. So far it's been entertaining, that's what matters. And yeah, I don't think I'm missing out anything. We've literally talked about anything. The dress, kind of subjective. The date dress in the beginning. We've seen the braiding part. That's a thing that Fan does apparently when she's mad or happy, I guess. Oh right, this is something I wanted to see. So her happy, her angry. Yeah, it goes behind her ears. She has her bangs to the side. What about the happy braiding? Literally the same. They look a little bit more puffy, I guess, or better done because I mean she literally just woke up on the angry braids. Her hair is a little bit undone, like there's a strand of hair here and there, but I guess that's the thing she does. The date, we've spoken about that. The food, the jewelry. Jewelry was also a weird moment. They approached the jewelry stand. They looked at it. She said, "Oh yeah, I don't need that because it's probably not magical. Nothing too special here." They keep walking. She looked back, and the other couple bought it. What looked like a little bit of a jealousy moment of her looking at the couple. I assumed that we're gonna see something where Stark actually buys something not valuable, but at least personal for Fan, but that didn't happen. Otherwise, yeah, I've talked about everything. So I guess that's it for this week. literally every single week is gonna be like that. Oh my god. No, I'm staying optimistic. Next week is going to be the breakthrough. Even though there's no breakthrough, it's just happiness. All right. That's all about me, and I hope you enjoyed it. And I'll see you next week. Bye bye.